Hello, I'm First Officer Jim Watkins, Vice Chairman of the FedEx ALPA Pilot-to-Pilot Committee. With me today is First Officer Jim Plover of our negotiating committee. Jim, thank you for joining us today. Could you please tell us what your role is on the negotiating committee?
Well, first, Jim, thanks for having me today. My role as part of the new team, the new negotiating committee, is with Pat May and Mike Wascalanes, is mainly related to the communication with the implementation schedule moving forward with the new contract.
And how are we doing with implementation?
We're pretty much on schedule. We've finished the data signing in Phase 2 items. We're currently in Phase 3, and Phase 3 has a target date of June 2016 and a deadline of September of 2016.
What are some of the significant items that we accomplished in Phase 2?
Well, first of all, one notable item is the ability of all pilots to utilize the reserve leveling system. For transparency purposes, any pilot in any seat can view the reserve leveling of any other seat at the company. Another, of course, is the ability for a pilot to view in open time whether another pilot has a request in for a particular trip. It gives you some idea as to the possibility that you might actually get assigned a trip, or if there's a significant number of pilots in front of you.
Jim, what recent Phase 3 implementation items are notable?
Well, a few of the items are particularly of value to pilots. Some of the most recent are 8C1 changes, which have to do with deviation from scheduled deadhead. Line 52 on our implementation schedule allows a pilot to hold 2 reservations for travel before the deviation occurs. So a pilot will be able to make his reservations before he decides whether he's going to deviate off of a trip. Line 56 on our implementation schedule allows a pilot to deviate and rejoin the scheduled deadhead. He can perform the final check-in between leg segments, and the contract is very specific in this area in that the check-in must occur at the departure gate of the scheduled deadhead. The pilot at that point is considered to have not deviated and is back on schedule.
Jim, where can our pilots go to get the latest contract and implementation information?
Well, the best place is the FedEx ALPA website. The FedEx ALPA website, under the contract header, a pilot can view the contract implementation schedule and download a copy in PDF format. The implementation schedule is particularly important because it has a unique feature of being able to link section by section the specific contract language, and it takes you to the precise contract location so that you can view that. There's also links to negotiating committee information that we've put out, various articles, etc., along the way that highlight or further explain certain sections of the contract and implementation items.
Jim, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for viewing. As always, for more information, visit fdx.alpa.org or contact your block reps. We'll see you soon.